It's time now for the Peter Chill New News Report for this Thursday afternoon, April 30th, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. 12 new news and eyes here. Top story at noontime here is the Baltimore Police Department, after the day ahead of schedule, turned over to the state's attorneys on Thursday, is investigating findings into the death of Freddie Gray, but will not immediately release the material to the police. Bernie Sanders set sights on the White House in 2016 in a Democratic fight with Hillary Clinton. In Kathmandu, hundreds of onlookers cheered as rescuers tore them amid the rubble left by Nepal's earthquake, pulled a boy to safety on Thursday after he had been wrapped for 5 days. A rare moment of joy for the country struggling to cope. Kim Jong-un has canceled a rare planned state visit outside North Korea, shunning an event hosted by Vladimir Putin with just 10 days' notice. In Islamabad, Pakistan, a Pakistani court on Thursday sentenced 10 men to life in prison for their involvement in the 2012 assassination attempt on teenage education activist and Nobel laureate Malala Yousafzai, lawyers and government officials said. In Kathmandu, Nepal, despite a massive 7.8 magnitude earthquake that triggered a landslide that killed 19 people at the Everest Base Camp, government and trekking officials in Nepal said Thursday that expeditions to the summit Mount Everest German authorities think they have thwarted an Islamic attack, and a married couple have been arrested in a town near Frankfurt in connection with its case they had turned miserable for the German state of Hesse, told reporters Thursday. In Bangui, Central African Republic, witnesses in a refugee camp in Central African Republic's capital said French soldiers were escorted to protect civilians sexually assaulted young children. A leading measure of U.S. wage growth is finally accelerating after a long period of stagnation, and consumer spending is showing small signs of life. Application for a U.S. jobless benefits declined last week to the lowest level in 15 years, showing employers widely a first quarter slowdown in the economy is probably temporary. ExxonMobil, one of the world's biggest oil producers, reported a sharp decline in both its top and bottom line during the first quarter, but still managed to top estimates. Sony believes it will be bouncing back to profit for the first time in 3 years, but the Japanese electronics and entertainment group, with a record of repeat profit warrants, kept its full-year guidance surprisingly low, underscoring the risks it still faces. In Cape Canaveral, Florida, NASA's Pioneer Messenger spacecraft is expected to end its 4-year study of the planet Mercury on Thursday by crashing into the planet, service scientists said. Pluto may have a poor ASCAP according to images taken from the NASA's New Horizons program. The 3 weeks ago, the pictures taken by the Krebs Lloyd telescope from a distance of over 100 million kilometers appear to show markers of different shades of light. In New York, the Food and Drug Administration said Wednesday it approved an injection designed to melt away double chin fat. The agency approved a drug called Cabell for adults with moderate to severe fat below the chin and submental fat. The Americas region will have become the first to successfully eliminate a contagious viral infection with similar symptoms of measles, health officials announced on Wednesday. Alright, let's take a look at the stock market report here at 12:03. Dow 7954.29, down 81.24, SP 520,096.30, down 10.55, and Nasdaq 4,098.04, down 43.61. European markets, DAX 11,454.38, up 21.66, FTSE 660.63, up 14.35, and CAC 45,046.49, up 7.10. Asia markets Nikkei 19,520.01, down 538.94. Shanghai 4,442.40, down 34.22, and HSI 28,133, down 267.34. Oil markets 59.05, up 47 cents. Brent 66.32, up 48 cents, and natural gas 2.715, up 109 thousand point. Gold markets 1179.20, down 30.80. Silver 16.005, down 665 thousand point. Copper 2.8795, up 845 thousand point. And the bonds, US 10-year yield 2.0992%, up 64 thousand point. German 10-year yield 0.365%, up 2,000 point, and Japan 10-year yield 0.343%, up 1,200 point. FX bonds here. European US dollar 1.169 up 4,000 a point. US dollar Japanese yen 119.84 up 82 cents. And Great Britain pound US dollar 1.5335 down 101,000 a point. In the commodities here and the agriculture futures here. Wheat 467 3/4 down 9.5. Soybean 91.5 down 7. Corn 316 3/4 down 3. Coffee 141 up $2.65. Cotton $67.32 unchanged. Rough price $9.99 down 17 cents. And cocoa $2.950 up 2. Livestock futures live cattle 149.90 down 1. Lean hogs A2.225 up 1.025 and FT cattle 212.65 down 40 cents. In the New England Insular, it's here at 12:05 here. In Worcester, Massachusetts, an armed robbery at TD Bank at 295 Park Avenue, Worcester. As the Worcester Police Department actively is finding the suspect. Peter Chell News on 12:05. Time for sports here. The Boston Red Sox have the night off. Tomorrow they will be beginning a 3-game series at Fenway Park against the New York Yankees. The NFL draft is firing up later this weekend, but we'll build only up to this going to continue to grow as the countdown goes on, as the itch for the San Francisco 49ers to add more pieces to the roster will only get worse as the day approaches. And the Seattle Seahawks will decline the 5th-year option of linebacker Bruce Irvin, according to a report by a source says the option would have paid Irvin $7.75 million in 2016, as according to a report by Ian Rappaport. Peter Chell News Times now 12:06, and it is time now for a travel report here on this Thursday afternoon here, and shows 95 on the north band side. It is slow from 195 in Providence all the way out to Route 146 here. We got some road work on 146 northbound after Route 95, so expect a few delays here. And in Boston, we got the Mass Pike on the westbound side a little slow from Southeast Expressway down to the Prudential Tunnel. 93 on the northbound side slow from Mass Pike all the way out to the Zakin Bridge. 128 on the southbound side a little slow from Route 62 in Denver's all the way out to Route 35 here. And up in Manchester, New Hampshire here on the Everett Turnpike a little slow from Kelly Street all the way out to Route 114A due to some road work. But here's a 95 on the southbound side of Rhode Island here, a little slow from 295 and Warwick all the way out to before Route 4 in East Greenwich here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute here on this Thursday afternoon here. And take a look at Route 3 on the southbound side, a little slow from Plymouth to Route 6 in Sagamore. Okay, let's take a look at the MBTA commuter updates here. The subway system is looking good. Some Providence trains may continue to experience delays of 10 to 20 minutes about Attleboro due to damaged Amtrak signals there. Peter Chell News Time, 12:08, and it is time now for a weather report. Our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 12:08. 57 degrees on temperature overcast skies. Humidity 51%. Wind speed northeast about 8 miles per barometer. Try to be 85 inches and Dupe about 39 degrees and visibility of 10 miles an hour here. Okay, let's take a look at our current conditions around the region here. It's 48 degrees out in Boston. It's 49 in Bedford. It's 50 out in Pittsburgh. 52 in Beverly. 47 in Gloucester. It's 54 in Lawrence. It's 47 in Worcester. 49 in Milford. 50 in Webster. 51 in Sturbridge. 50 in Norwood. 55 in Taunton. 51 in New Bedford. It's 52 in Plymouth, 50 in Provincetown, 54 in Falmouth, 51 in Chatham, 46 in Cape Cod, Maine, and then Nantucket. It's 50 in Martha's Vineyard, 52 in Buckhorn, 57 in Westlake, 48 in Smithfield, 16 in New York City, 59 in Islip, 52 in Montauk, 54 in Bridgeport, 53 in New Haven, 56 in Danbury, 57 in Waterbury, 58 in Meriden, 57 in Hartford and Winslow in Springfield, Massachusetts. It's 54 in Greenfield, 52 in Athol, 54 in Pittsfield, 57 in North Adams, Massachusetts, 59 in Albany, 63 out in Soto Springs. It is 57 degrees out in Bennington, 49 in Brownburg, 50 in Rutland, 54 in Lebanon and Luck Corner, New Hampshire, 56 in Concord, New Hampshire, and Portland, Maine, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 55 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 53 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 47 in Chaffee, New Hampshire, and 48 at Keene, New Hampshire. Here, oh wait, let's take a look at our forecast discussion around. Take a look at the weather map around the country. Shows warm front from the southwestern portion of British Columbia and a cold front from east central portion of California, stretching to central Nevada, down to Utah, and up through Wyoming and up to western Dakotas and up into western Manitoba, merging with a station front from western Manitoba to the northwestern corner of Minnesota, and a pink front from western portions of Manitoba here, and a cold front from eastern Ohio down from western Pennsylvania and up into western New York, and merging with a station front from eastern Ontario and up into Quebec here. A cold front from Missouri, stretching in Kentucky, and a station front from the Virginias and out to sea, and a cold front from western tip of Cuba down for southern Florida, and merging with a station front off the Georgia coastline and a station front at the sea here. Merging with a warm front with a low pressure stretching up near eastern North Carolina coastline here, and another front line from western Pennsylvania, stretching to western Virginias, down for the western Carolinas and northwestern Georgia, and up to central Alabama, and a front line from eastern Iowa down for Illinois, and a front line from eastern Ontario down for western Quebec here. Out of front boundary from western South Dakota down for the eastern Rockies, and then for western Texas here. And a front line down for the California coastline, and another front line from southern tip of Nevada down for southeastern California and down for northern Gulf of California here. And a front line from eastern Washington down for northeastern Oregon, and a front line from Idaho down for Wyoming here. And a front line from Iowa down for Illinois. And we got high pressure off the western Washington coastline here, northern Idaho, and we got high pressure in western Colorado, western New Mexico, eastern Texas, and northwestern Iowa, and nothing in the northeastern tip of Minnesota. And we got low pressures right here in Ontario, southeastern Colorado, in northeastern Wyoming, central Wyoming, south off the southern California coastline, the northern Gulf of California. And we got low pressure from southern Illinois, stretching in for the Virginias and out the Delaware coastline here. It is 46 degrees out in Detroit, 51 out in Pittsburgh, it's 67 out in Washington, D.C., 62 in Atlanta, 77 in Miami, Florida, it's 65 in Brownsville, Texas, 63 in Dallas, Texas, it's 57 in Kansas City, 47 in Chicago, 55 in Omaha, Nebraska, 50 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 45 in Great Falls, Montana, 47 in Seattle, 55 in San Francisco, 61 in Los Angeles, 69 in Las Vegas, 78 in Phoenix, Arizona, 56 in Salt Lake City, Utah, 59 in Denver, and 55 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here, alright, let's take a look at our radar situation, and it shows zoom you, and it shows it is some few, and it shows some few spotty rain showers around Upton, and a little few spotty rain showers south of Milford and around south of Mendon, and down for Blackstone, and spotty rain showers east of Woonsocket around Cumberland. And we're seeing a few little spotty rain showers around east of Augusta, Maine, and some spotty rain showers east of Aramato and north of St. John, New Brunswick here. And spotty rain showers in central and eastern portions of Nova Scotia, and some spotty snow and sleet around the eastern tip of Nova Scotia here. Zooming out, and it shows some rain, snow and rain that for southwestern portions of Newfoundland, with some sleet and rain in the southwestern corner of the Newfoundland, and some rain showers in the southeastern portions of Newfoundland here. And taking a look at the radar, shows some rain showers from south central Ontario down for western tip of New York State, down for western Pennsylvania, down for northeastern West Virginia, and the northern and southeastern portions of Virginia, and down for eastern North Carolina, and showers and storms off the eastern North Carolina coastline, and some spotty rain showers from southeastern Michigan, down for central Ohio, down for western West Virginia, down for Kentucky, and down for Indiana, and down for the northeastern quarter of Tennessee here. And we're seeing some spotty showers and storms from east central tip of Cuba and off the southeastern Florida coastline here, and a line of rain showers off the Florida coast, off the Florida Atlantic coast, and some spotty rain showers at southwestern tip of Florida and off the Gulf Coast of Florida here. And to the west, and a line of rain showers in the northeastern portions of Nevada, down for west central Utah, west of the Great Salt Lake in Utah, and some spotty rain showers in west central Wyoming and up in the northern portions of Wyoming, and some snow and sleet showers from south central Montana now for northwestern portions of Colorado and some spotty rain showers in south central. Minnesota down for east central. Minnesota down for western portions of North Dakota and some spotty rain showers in southeastern tip of Saskatchewan here. And some spotty snow, sleet, and rain showers in eastern portions of British Columbia. Some spotty rain showers in the north of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada here. And they look at our satellite loop, and it shows a line of clouds covering from the Gulf States, covering much of southern Florida and up the Carolina coastline here, and a line of clouds from the Virginias down for central western portions of Pennsylvania, down for eastern Ohio, down for southeastern Michigan, and a line of clouds from Indiana down for Kentucky, and down for northeastern portions of Tennessee, and a line of clouds from south-central portions of California, and some spotty clouds from southern and central portions of Nevada down for southwestern portions of Utah and northwestern portions of Utah, and a line of clouds from western Wyoming down for eastern Montana down for western portions of North Dakota and southeastern portions of Saskatchewan down for western portions of Manitoba, and a line of clouds from central and western portions of Alberta down for covering much of British Columbia, and then down for north-central Washington State, and covering a line of clouds off the British Columbia coastline here. Alright, let's take a look at forecast forecast around the country here. And it shows temperatures will be slightly below average from the parts of the Great Lakes to the Mid-Atlantic and southeastern states. A complex area of low pressure off the southeast coast and the Mid-Atlantic will slowly move eastward over the western Atlantic by Friday evening, and system will produce areas of rain over the parts of the Great Lakes to the Mid-Atlantic and the southeast, moving off the southeast by Thursday evening. Rain will be confined to parts of the Mid-Atlantic by Thursday evening, waning off over the area by Friday afternoon and evening here. Meanwhile, front over the Northern High Plains, Great Basin will move eastward to the upper Mississippi Valley, Central Plains before beginning to dissipate by Friday evening here. The system will produce rain over parts of the Northern High Plains that will move eastward to upper Mississippi Valley and Central Plains by Friday morning. Rain in an area over the middle Mississippi Valley by Friday evening. In addition, upslope for and diurnal heating related producing showers and thunderstorms in parts of the Central Rockies of the Great Basin on Friday evening here. Hey, let's take a look at the forecast discussion here. Although weak high pressure remains in control, a series of upper level disturbances will keep some clouds as well as a few showers around throughout the end of the week. Coastal low pressure will bring passing well south of New England on Friday and Saturday, bringing cold temperatures, especially along the coast. High pressure rings over the region during the weekend and early next week as a cold front sweeps south across the region late Tuesday or Tuesday night here. And near term until 6 p.m. this evening, 10 a.m. update. Isolated light shower sprinkles will persist long and head of mid-level energy low across the southern New England along the western periphery of the southern low of the southeast coast of Canada. None of this near term high resolution forecast guidance is handling this well as activity is so light. Maintain a focus on where forecast guidance was exaggerating cloud cover continents with the accompanying lift for mid-level energy of the focus low to mid-level moist profile. It's not perfect, but will be do the trick of conveying that wet cloud decks across the region. There is the isolated possibility of some wet weather in the form of the sprinkles. We'll see that the cloud band slowly push south and west, but expect clouds to fill back in the net beyond the area of a backdoor cold front, which is showing up nicely in the main with a light scattered shower activity. Along with it, added a notable cold cloud tops on the satellite, gusty winds. Also apparent beyond the cold front, feel the better chance of wet weather will fall toward the later half of the day into an overnight period as a strong or mid-level versatility low and coming in. Surface cold front drop south across the region ahead of which there should be enough lift at a mid-level moist aerobatic profile to warrant a moderate chance of light showers. The aforementioned backdoor cold front will push cold temperatures across the region in a wake. Northeast onshore will continue beneath the thick cloud decks of which it will be likely to be cold much more so than those locations seeing more sunshine. Of the Connecticut Valley's highs in the low to mid-60s and cooler along the coastal onshore floor as our today's highs will see 58 for Boston, 61 for Worcester, 66 for Hartford, 62 for New York City, 67 in Albany, 66 for Vermont, 62 in Concord, and 57 in Portland. So, expecting today's high around the region, 57 to 67 degrees. Alright, our forecast will go like this. Here. For this afternoon, we are going to have some parts of the skies high about 62 degrees. North-facing wind about 8 miles an hour here. For tonight, isolated sprinkles, most skies got low about 40 degrees. East wind about 5 to 7 miles coming in the evening here. For Friday, isolated sprinkles before 2 p.m. Clouds got off mid-morning and then guards were clearing with a high of 53 degrees. North-east with about 7 to 9 miles per hour. Friday, patchy fog between 10 p.m. and midnight, then patchy fog after 1 a.m. otherwise. Podcast got a low about 37 degrees. Light north-east wind. For Saturday, patchy fog before 9 a.m. otherwise. Mostly south skies about 39 degrees. North for about 7 miles per hour. Saturday, patchy fog after 3 a.m. otherwise. Podcast got a low about 40 degrees. Sunday, patchy fog before 8 a.m. otherwise. Mostly south skies about 66 degrees. Saturday, patchy fog after 3 a.m. otherwise. Podcast got a low about 45 degrees. Monday, patchy fog before 8 a.m. was. South skies about 74 degrees. Monday night, podcast got a low about 61 degrees to 51 degrees. And Tuesday, podcast skies about 75 degrees. So that, chance of showers, most skies got a low about 52 degrees and chance of precipitation 40%. And for Wednesday, most sun skies about 69 degrees. Here's what a phrase of the day. A partly sunny day today with a few sprinkles on tap. Viewers, and you have a good afternoon with a good buzz attitude here.